Please just take us through the details of this trip by President Ramaphosa.
Well, thank you very much, Mpo. I must say that the President's visit today is actually one of those visits which is called a working visit. And of course, it's a visit which also looked into the relations between the two countries, the cooperation between the two countries. What actually happened today is that the two ministers of Foreign Affairs of Zimbabwe and the Minister of International Affairs of South Africa, they signed an agreement, which agreement is actually elevating the bilateral relations into a joint binational commission. As the President outlined, this will in actual fact promote better economic enhancement between the two countries, and it will also make it possible that trade between the two countries is also enhanced. But President Ramaphosa also emphasized on the need for the two countries to work together. This is also in relation to enhancing its citizens' lives. He also emphasized on the relations which South Africa has with Zambia, which dates years back, saying that they really appreciate what Zambia did to South Africa in assisting them during the dark days when the apartheid government was actually all over South Africa trying to make sure that the people in South Africa live under oppression. And it was countries such as Zambia which also contributed and supported South Africa to be where it is today. But in the main, again, I must say that President Ramaphosa's visit here also comes in the light of what is happening in the region as the chair of Troika, so that they also, we made to understand, had some discussions around what's actually happening in the DRC and what's actually happened in Zimbabwe. President Ramaphosa is expected tomorrow to leave for the DRC, where he's going to hold discussions with President Joseph Kabila. Mpo.
Now, perhaps one of the questions that we would have back here at home is, if ever that opportunity arises or it ever arose, the Tendai Biti matter that he was refused asylum, was it ever raised? Did an opportunity for such a question ever come up? Or what is the mood in Zambia regarding that matter?
Well, the matter was not actually raised, but speaking to other people around here, they did say Tendai Biti was actually refused asylum because they felt the reasons that provided for him to come to this country were very weak. And the fact that he was not allowed means that Zambia had taken a decision that it should not in actual find itself to be a country which is said will be contributing to the instability in Zimbabwe. But much of it was not actually discussed. It's issues that we picked up from certain individuals who happened to have got the know-how of what actually happened. Mpo?
And as you say that the president then departs tomorrow for the DRC, is it strictly on the agenda item, elections that are now coming up in December at the DRC, or are there any other issues?
Well, I would assume that one of the main issues that will be actually under discussion is the issue of ensuring stability and peace in DRC. As we know that South Africa's foreign policy actually puts itself around ensuring that there is peace and stability. And I should believe that President Ramaphosa would like to see stability in the DRC, as the DRC will be going to the elections. And his talks with President Kabila might probably lead to a better understanding of what the situation will be like there before and after the elections. And he's also his discussions with these two leaders, he's also expected that he will report back to the to SADC, the summit which is taking place next week, in order to tell other heads of states, members of SADC, as what the situation is in the region, because it's in the interest of South Africa and neighboring countries to ensure that there is peace and stability, which can lead to the enhancement of the economies of these countries. Without peace, without stability, there will never be any economic growth or economic activity. Mpo?
Dr. Tsotetsi, thank you very much. That was Lehana Tsotetsi, our senior reporter, joining us live from Lusaka in Zambia, where President Cyril Ramaphosa is on a state visit. Now, here at home, President Cyril Ramaphosa